I did this every single morning for 6 months. A simple cup of black coffee and a warm meal for a lonely old man at the 6:15 bus stop. I really thought I was the one helping him, that I was just offering a small kindness, a moment of warmth against the cold morning air. I had no idea that he was the one about to save me. I had no idea that behind those tired, quiet eyes was a secret that would change my life forever. The first time I saw him was back in October. A sharp, mean kind of wind was whipping through the streets, carrying that first real bite of winter. It's the kind of cold that gets in your bones, that makes you walk a little faster and pull your coat a little tighter. I was on my way to an early shift at the diner, a job I was thankful for, but one that barely kept my head above water. And there he was, sitting on the hard plastic bench of the bus stop, as still as a statue. He was an old man, and his face was a road map of wrinkles. Each line seemed to tell a story I couldn't begin to guess. He had on this thin, worn-out coat that looked like it had given up on the cold years ago. But his eyes, that's what got me. They were a pale, distant blue, and he wasn't looking at the traffic or the people rushing by. He was looking at something far away, something only he could see. He'd sit there for hours with a single cup of black coffee from the cafe next door, nursing it until the steam vanished and it was as cold as the air around him. He was just a portrait of loneliness, so deep it felt like you could feel it in the air. For a week, I just watched him. I'd walk past with my own problems swirling in my head. Rent was late, my car was making a noise I knew I couldn't afford to fix. But my eyes would always find him. He was a constant, a silent fixture in the chaos of the morning rush. No one ever spoke to him. He was invisible. Then, one Monday, the cold was just brutal. I saw him shiver, a deep, rattling tremor that shook his whole body, and something in me just broke. I couldn't walk by again. I couldn't be another person who saw him and did nothing. My job at the diner meant I had access to endless pots of coffee, so before I left work that afternoon, I filled a thermos with the freshest, hottest brew. The next morning, at 6:15 sharp, I walked up to his bench. My heart was pounding. What was I even doing? He might get angry, tell me to leave him alone. I took a deep breath. He slowly lifted his head, and his pale